Hi, it's Harry from One Direction. Here is a behind the scenes look at the sculpting process of our Madame Tussauds wax figures.
I'm Jim Kempton. I'm a principal sculptor at Madame Tussauds, and I've just been sculpting Harry Styles. I met Harry in January, and at that point we take about 200 measurements and about 400 photographs. Also discuss what sort of expression that Harry would like to have for the portrait. Having got all the information at the sitting, it was then great to be able to bring it back to the studios and try and capture that playful smile in the clay. You can't totally rely on it just suddenly working. You need to really make sure that every little nuance of that smile is captured. It was a challenge, but it was a great challenge. Having gathered all the information that we could in the hour or so we had with Harry, we built up from an armature, basically a thin metal structure, just enough to support the clay, and build up the clay, gradually building up until it takes the form and it has the same kind of feel of the volume of Harry's head. When the clay's at a stage where there's a really good kind of foundation there and everything seems to be working, we were lucky enough to get the chance to take the head for Harry to see it, and to have 40 minutes of him just next to the clay. And that 40 minutes is more valuable than all the 4 or 5 weeks of sculpting here from two-dimensional information. When you see the brightness in the individual, you can then try to capture some of that in the clay. I mean, Harry is quite funny. At one point he just said, you know what, Jim, I really don't think this is working. I think we're going to have to start again. Which, then he started laughing, thankfully. It's great to have that humour, and then as he left the room we had all the heads lined up in this kind of conference room, and he just poked his head back round and said, and by the way, I reckon we should get some bodies.